What's up, Kansas City Northland neighbors? Today we're tackling the ever-burning question I swear I get on a weekly basis. New construction homes or resale homes, Mike? Which is better? Think of it like just deciding between a fresh pair of sneakers that's never been worn versus a vintage pair with all the style and maybe a couple scuffs. Either way, you're covering your feet at the end of the day, but it's just about the vibe which suits you. And now, in real estate terms, we have 10 big factors to break down. So let's roll. If you're wondering who the heck am I, I'm Big Mike. You can find me on Google, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me where anywhere social media is present. And I'm actually a Kansas City Northland real estate agent who specializes in negotiations. So if you are looking for just an absolute hustling agent to work for you, give me a call. I'm not sure if I can help everyone, but I can promise you if I can't help you, I can at least point you in the direction that there's someone that can. So without further ado, let's dive on in. First on this list is the HOA and some of the community amenities. When we talk about new construction, we often see neighborhoods with HOAs, homeowners associations that keep the common spaces looking absolutely pristine. That might mean a pool, clubhouse, or maybe a cute dog park or walking trail. And if you love the idea of a well manicured community that enforces matching mailboxes, you might enjoy an HOA runs new subdivision. Resale neighborhoods, especially older ones, may have optional or minimal HOAs. Some have none at all, no extra fees, no, hey, your grass is half an inch too long letters, or you get more freedom, which can be a relief if you despise the idea of monthly dues or strict guidelines on your house and landscaping. Deciding whether you want structured, uniform look or more freedom to do your thing, if that cute row of mailboxes is your jam, new construction HOAs could be perfect for you. If you'd rather paint your house neon green without a committee storming your door, a resale area with fewer HOA rules might be the way to go for you and your family. Number two on this list is the energy efficiency and some green features. So new builds usually come with the latest energy saving tech. Windows with better insulation, advanced HVAC systems, fancy thermostats, you name it. This can mean lower utility bills, which is nice if you'd rather spend your money on weekend getaways or stockpile of local barbecue sauce. Resale homes might have older windows or a less efficient AC that coughs and sputters during heat waves, but a quick upgrade like replacing single pane windows or adding insulation can often fix these gaps. You could also chase down the rebates or incentives for making green improvements if you so desire. Ultimately, if being eco-friendly or saving on monthly bills is at the top of your list, new construction might be that box that you need to check right away. On the flip side, a resale home's lower initial price might give you the budget to install whatever eco bling your heart desires. Number three is the lot size and some outdoor space. So, new subdivisions sometimes pack houses closer together to maximize the land use, meaning smaller yards. It's like the difference between grabbing a seat in first class versus coach on a crowded flight. If you prefer wide open spaces for epic cornhole tournaments, you might feel a little bit cramped. Resale neighborhoods, especially older ones, often boast bigger lots with mature trees. You get more privacy, possibly a gardening area, and a sense that your house isn't giving your neighbors a front row seat to your weekend barbecue shenanigans, or maybe if you have a hot tub, they're not checking out every single inch of your backyard. Remember, more yard can also mean more maintenance, mowing, landscaping, raking those majestic leaves during the fall, which, if you're not familiar, maybe you're coming from Florida, that happens. If you'd rather have a cozy, low maintenance outdoor space, no right or wrong answer here, just your personal preference and how much you love to do yard work. Number four is just the neighborhood and the maturity and character of it. New construction neighborhoods might feel like a fresh canvas. They'll have a brand new roads and fresh sidewalks, but also might lack that lived in vibe that so many desire. Fewer tall trees, fewer local businesses within walking distance, and you might be the pioneer on your street. Resale communities, though, come preloaded with character. Picture older homes with unique architecture and established shops that everyone in the area knows about. Sometimes it's the charm of the 1950s ranch or a Victorian facade that sets a resale neighborhood apart from cookie cutter new builds that we can see anywhere. Think about whether you want that crisp, brand new environment or if you crave the warm, fuzzy nostalgia of an existing community. If a big old oak tree in the front yard feels like a home, a resale area might be the one to your heart. Number five is the tax incentives or just local builder specials. So, some builders offer absolutely sweet deals, like covering a chunk of closing costs, throwing in upgraded appliances, or giving design credits so you can pick out fancy backsplash tiles. And these can often offset the higher base price of new construction, making it tempting if you like freebies and modern finishes. On the resale side, you won't have a builder offering you freebies, but you can negotiate with the seller directly. Maybe they'll leave the washer or dryer or chip in for repairs. While it's not the same as glossy buyer package that you can get with new construction, it can still save you the money if the seller's motivated enough. Both routes can net you perks, but they come with different angles. Builders want to sweeten the pot to sell quickly. Sellers might just want to close the deal and move on. Keep your eyes peeled for either scenario and weigh which arrangement fits your budget absolutely best. Number six is time on market versus build time. So, buying a resale home can sometimes be a swift process. If the seller's already moved out, you can might slide in, close in 14 days, 21 days, 30 days, or normally on the higher side about 45 days, and boom, you're a homeowner, maybe your first home, maybe that home that you have worked your ever-loving ass off to get to, whatever the case may be, perfect for those that need a place stat. New construction, though, especially if you're building from scratch, can take 6 to 9 months or more, depending on where you're at. I would say Kansas City, maybe a little bit longer. Weather delays, supply chain issues, or change of design can stretch your timeline, and especially city ordinances playing games. If you're the patient type and love the anticipation of seeing your dream house go up step by step, great. If not, just reconsider. Of course, some builders do spec homes, houses built without a buyer yet, often near completion. You get the brand new perks without the long wait. If you stumble upon one of those unicorns, it can be the perfect middle ground between getting what you absolutely desire and a resale house where you can at least still pick up a little bit of the finishes that you would like. Number seven on this list is the future development impact. So, new subdivisions often sprout in still developing areas. That can mean big appreciation if the project's a hit. But it can also mean you'll be living in a construction zone for months or even years while the rest of the neighborhood is completed. Let's imagine there's going to be dirt on the road. There's going to be probably rocks. There's probably going to be noise. There's probably going to be people consistently in and out of your neighborhood that does not live there. Just something to keep aware of. For resale in established areas, you know what you're getting. The shops, traffic patterns, and community vibes are basically set in stone. Don't expect a dramatic shift, good or bad. There's comfort and stability, but you might miss out on that massive bump in value if the new area absolutely blows up. Ask yourself, do you want to be in on the ground floor of a potential boom, or do you prefer a sure thing? New builds can often feel like betting on a hot stock, while a resale home in a known neighborhood is more like investing in a solid blue chip option. It's whatever you would like to do. Number eight is the inspection nuances. Even brand new homes can have issues, construction flaws, untested materials, or just overall rushed finishes. Always get a private inspection no matter how perfect everything looks at first glance. You do not want to discover a major oversight 2 days after you move in. Older homes might have a longer list of potential concerns. Think outdated wiring, older plumbing, or a roof nearing its expiration date. A thorough inspection is crucial so you're not stuck with massive repair bills unexpectedly. Inspections give peace of mind. Just because it's new doesn't guarantee no issues, and just because it's older doesn't guarantee a money pit. The key is to go with eyes wide open, armed with professional opinion so you can either negotiate repairs or budget accordingly. And at the very minimum, never fall in love with the home until you take over the keys. Do you need to like it? Yes. But if you are dealing with someone that's just a royal pain, do not fall in love with that house, because no matter how much you may love that house, there's always another house that I promise you're going to love just the same. You were looking when you found that one, you'll be looking when you find the next one. promise. Point number 9 is just the overall longevity and the resale potential. A shiny new build might command top dollar right now, but in 5 years, it's no longer brand new. Will it still hold that premium? Possibly, especially if the neighborhood continues to develop. But sometimes the novelty wears off and the market stabilizes. An older home in a mature neighborhood might have steady upward trend, especially if the area is consistently popular. While you might not see a dramatic spike, you also might avoid a dramatic dip if the market does cool. Where do you think Kansas City Northland will be in the 5 or 10 years mark? If there's constant growth, both new and old can appreciate well, but factor in your personal time frame. If you plan to sell in a few years, consider which property type will hold or boost value better in that window. And then last but not least, just the overall community growth versus stability. In emerging subdivisions, everything's brand spanking new. New roads, new playgrounds, the local coffee spot under construction. Exciting, but also unpredictable. Will the planned shops open on schedule? Will traffic get nuts once everything's built out? Sometimes you have to roll the dice. Resale neighborhoods are the definition of stability. You likely have established neighbors who've been around for a while with well-maintained roads and all the local joints you could want. The question if you prefer a community that's evolving or one that's already hit its stride. Either way, Kansas City Northland is growing, so you might see positive changes in both new and older areas. Just decide if you want to be a part of building something new or you'd rather plug into a more of an existing well-oiled community. The choice is absolutely yours. So there you have it. Those are the 10 major points to help you weigh new construction versus resale in Kansas City Northland. Sure, picking the perfect home can feel like a big puzzle, but hopefully this breakdown made the pieces click a little bit. If you need help finding a brand new build with all the bells and whistles, or if you're itching to snatch up a charming resale with a bigger yard, reach out to me. I've got insider scoop and I know about so many houses consistently coming up. Drop a comment below if these points struck a chord and share this with a friend who's also in the real estate decision zone. As always, this is Big Mike KC. Find me on Google, find me on Instagram, find me anywhere social media is present. I'm not sure if I can help you and your family, but I'd love to at least try. So reach out. Tell me what you got going on. Maybe I can't help, or maybe I have to point you in the right direction of somebody that can. But nonetheless, I will help. But without me going any further, I can't wait to see you next time. Subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss any of these. But for right now, I'm out. Peace.